playing Warframe. Hail, Reefer here playing Warframe. So the date is like 2019, October. I forget the date. What date is it? I gotta check. It's the 20th, Sunday, October 20th. So this is like the first mission in Warframe. Getting agreements on this here. No Dragonborn about it now. Anyways, so this is the first mission of the game, if you don't know, is kill Grineer. Because as a Tenno, you're contracted to kill Grineer, which is an assassin and being a ninja. So here I am as Loki, my first character pick from a long time ago. And I don't have any other Warframes, unfortunately, because I'm poor. And I have 0 platinum, if you can see that. And the people who contact you to do a mission, grenade, they get you to do research in the solar system about Grineer and fighting to kill them to keep Earth alive. Now there was 2 of them here, and they did shoot open these items. Hey, where'd the other one go? It just disappeared. Well, to get a balance here for the game, the idea of game balancing, you don't really know how much a weapon does. You slash a weapon and you go, oh, what does that do? Right? Look at that. Blocking. Kind of some block bullets with a katana idea, if you know what that is. And look at that right there, just reflected. Well, not reflected, but blocked. You slash a sword, and what do you suspect happens? You cut somebody with that, right? So let's go try it. Let's try cutting this wall here. Oh, it didn't work. Or did it? Well, not really. It doesn't really cut the wall. Well, what if it's too weak? What if you should cut something not as strong? What's this? Does this look like metal or plastic? Same thing, it has a chink noise, like a whooshing. Goes through it, but it doesn't break. There's no graphical detail, there's no look. It doesn't. Why is the video game not showing it break? It's a game, right? I can do what I want. Why is it not happening? Well, based on how everyone works on it, it's not suspected to have to work. It's unnecessary to make this do that. It's a lot of work, and then what? You got these right here you gotta go for. And attack that. There's a number popped up, the thing broke, and something came out. You see a message at the bottom if you can see that, and you go back to it. Shotgun ammo full. Where's your shotgun? I don't have one. So why does it say ammo is full for a shotgun? It's an option, but I don't have a shotgun right now, so there's no reason to pick it up. What it would say, maybe it should say that. Maybe it should say, oh, you don't have a shotgun, so unnecessary ammo or something, too heavy to carry, waste of time. Another object here. Got some items there. What's this? A computer. Has alarms. Can you just break it? No, you can't. Can't just break the alarm to stop it. You have to use it. So let's go try cutting that guy who was shooting at us with a gun. See what it does when we cut him. Where'd they go? Ah, there's one there. Go back in this room I was in, it's safer. Oh, and that guy is over there. Okay, let's go try cutting that guy. I don't know, he seemed to teleport. We're gonna try this cut on him. What do you think is gonna happen? Huh. He got hit with something like an electricity or an ice attack, it looked like. I don't know. Seems like that, but there's no blood, too. Is it an alien? What is it? Is it a robot? Maybe electricity came out of a robot. Let's see what happens when we attack it again. Huh. They're talking. Oh, what's that? Lance. 7 lance. With a bar on. What's that above them? What's that up there above their head? I don't know. What does it look like? Huh. Kind of, what is that? It's like, I don't care what that is. I care about what you got on the screen. What is this stuff there? Eliminate all targets, enemies killed. Looks like an enemy attacking me, just kill him. I'm talking for it. What's this in the upper right? Oh, that's, shields and health. Oh, you don't got no matching color there to see what that is on them, huh? There's red. That must be their health. Is that their health? It's a dot and two red lines. I don't know. It looks like some James Bond stuff from that thing with the health thing. Kind of ugly. Kind of ugly. What's that in the bottom right? Blue and blue at the top. Do you get do you use that stuff in the bottom and blue up in the upper right is ammo for the stuff in the bottom right? Or is the bottom right the stuff for the ammo in the upper right? And then you hit them and blue stuff came out, so is it the same? And what are they doing? They're using red when they shoot, but it's yellow. Ah, maybe what they're using is the same ability or something there, huh? Not really. Not really. For now. I mean, nobody told me about it if that's what's going on, because I don't know how to do that. So let's try attacking again. Ooh! Cut in half! Blood and gore. Very messy. Very messy. Should I cut them again while they're dead? Ugh! They turned into a bunch of darkness things. Heh. Huh. Enemies killed. 1. Like mentioned. First ability of the game, or mission of the game, is kill Grenier, as that thing was called. So what are they? They're kind of cybernetic compatible enemies that keep coming back. And they're attacking the solar system. So they have to be stopped. That's pretty much it. So I'm going to kind of go through here and just... The door's shut down. Let's go use that thing that I explained. I can't even go shut that down. Look at that. There's another one. How do you know what this is here? Oh, look on the map. It's kind of a simple thing in the upper left. It's yellow. Oh, is that part of the thing for the person's, like, thing above their head? Maybe it's their item. Oh, do you have one around here too? Maybe it's these. Yeah, like you see I get ammo from them, and it's like, how come you're supposed to kill them, but you get stuff from them too? This is actually supposed to be their stuff. So it's being stolen to be used against them. When the ability to use it is so. It's kind of like people who fight in the war and then kill enemies, and you see their weapon runs out and they go use an enemy weapon and use enemy stuff. That's what that is. So let's try breaking this. Huh. Ah, what was that? That was a special ability. That's a special ability not everybody has. It's a thing for this weapon. It's not your standard weapon. Usually it should be a standard weapon you start the game with, but it's not your standard weapon. So I'm going to use this here. It's going to be a little complex for a first time looker, but don't worry. See if you can understand how it works. What do you think? I'll try attacking it. It doesn't break it, and I can't use it again. So what happened? Don't know. Don't know. Same thing here. You wonder, how come you don't just go up and attack me? Scary. Why does he keep trying to attack me? How did they know I was here? I just started this video off in this area, correct? You didn't see me really go anywhere or do anything. But it's kind of a standard of what the game gives. Cut in the same area where his friend died, but he didn't see the body. Ugh. Gross. Why does he have red inside? There's supposed to be a blue robot stuff was inside. And now what's coming out is red? What happened? Yeah, I don't know. It's going through these objects too. It's like melting inside of it. It's kind of nasty. Yeah. don't really know what happened. Alright, so what's that? Bright green, if you could see that. Open storage locker. It says, what's that? It says tab. Tabopen storage locker. What's that? What's a tabopen? Tabopen storage locker. Huh. It's actually a thing for a keyboard. If you know how to do Windows Office, Microsoft Windows Office. Tab is you indent for essays. And here the option I have is set myself to press indent or tab like an essay to open items. But these things don't open. If you see, it's like this, looks like a crushed soda can of Mountain Dew. And I opened it up and stuff exploded out of it or shot out. Usually your average locker doesn't do that, but okay. What's that? Whoa, what a mass of blue stuff everywhere. Yeah, it's kind of a weapon attack where you can leap jumping upward and then attacking downward. But you have to be jumping when you do it, and it hits the ground and shoots energy everywhere. It's like a shockwave. Ah, they saw me. I didn't even see them. So I'm gonna go through here and kill them. But yeah, this is the first mission of the game, usually. Well, was, in which you defend the Earth from these character people of, like, cloning cybernetic things that remake themselves to come back to kill humans because they want to fix their cloning because they have a limit on how many times they can clone. So they have cloning degradation, which means they're not the smartest bunch in terms of cybernetics. They're not the smartest, they're not the fastest, they're not the strongest. Hence why I am a character who is hired to kill them by people who are obviously intelligent and strong, but need people who are smarter and faster and deadlier to go kill things which are not as smart or fast, but there is a lot of them. As you can see, 78 to kill on one spaceship. That's a large crew, and it's not even the rest of the people that work the spaceship. It's just the attack force. Which would mean they'll have to leave and bring their ship back to where they came from, because you'll have people who maintain the ship who are stronger than their average people who have all their issues with cloning. The leaders of the ships are a bit stronger. Obviously, you'd figure the captain is somebody. It doesn't say... The captain is not somebody you kill. Just to keep that in mind there. Ah, I'm having a bit of an issue with frame rate right now. Huh. The game is kind of lagging in this area. I should get out of here. It's a little dangerous. Yeah, it's just stuff about how I'm recording this, which is with fraps. So this video will be posted on YouTube. It's the only video service I have available if anyone's interested in offering me other video supplier websites. I might try them out. I am looking for alternatives to YouTube currently, but yeah, just to re-intro myself, hey, I'll agree for seeing here. Which I did put an intro on, but yeah, it's more of an important thing to talk about how this game works.
You are surrounded by Grenier Marines.
Here we go. On that left side, if you saw that, that was a contact for Tenno, who helps out with telling you who is going to hire you or not. But also that person works other jobs, so they're kind of they're a social person for information. I want to talk how they deal communications. So let's open this door here. Can't break the door thing. I didn't try actually, but I don't know. Some stuff doesn't break. Okay, there's somebody there. I could mark them. An enemy. Let me use an ability here. Stealth. Kill this guy. He doesn't know what happened. He's wondering. Alright. 13 killed so far, out of 78. This is going to be a bit of a while. And they seem to be setting off alarms. What is this? Ferrite deposit. Some minerals. And ore. Collect some. Yeah, the game rewards a certain amount. I don't really know how it does that, but it does.
Get Clem!
Ah, shield people. Kind of dangerous. Oh, this guy! I don't know what happened. Something with the anti-gravity is going on bad on the ship. Huh. Strange. Whoa! Yeah, this isn't a safe... This isn't safe here. Yeah, he's not having a good time with his anti-gravity, is he? That seems dangerous. Yeah, obviously as an assassin there's specialized equipment this person has, who you play as, which, yeah. Seems like their cloning degradation is not going so well. Can't break that alarm. So, this is the basic story of the game on the first level. Now, it's actually really easy because it's the first level. Currently I'm on higher levels. So, when it comes down to stuff like that, yeah, this is really cool and fun. But I gotta mention, you see these numbers that pop up from the bodies. They're part of what determines how you can do what you do and how other players do what they do. So if you're wondering if you play yourself or have been playing, they'll be looking for matching numbers or not matching numbers and wondering how you're supposed to gauge where you get more power and play to arguably kill Grineer. Because the Grineer are the big threat. And what happens when you can't kill them? Well, let's take a look here. So, for example, you figure I would be able to kill this guy by just slashing a weapon at them in front of them. If I could block bullets, one slash should kill them. So the question is, what happened there? See that bar above their head? Maybe that's their health. What number? A 57. Arguably, if it was the same, I did a 57 at first, so I did 57 times 2 total. And you see that bar is different. You figure if they're going to die from that, maybe it would be a total of 57 times 3 with this item I have here, this sword. That's about 150. And 7 times 3. 165. 246. 172 damage. Is the word there, damage. So 172. That person looks like they can fix their gravity stuff. Alright. 172, 162. 67 came out from their head. And I'm on fire. Stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll. Alright. Let's get out of here. Need to talk more about the examinations that happened there. About how to attack them. Because they just started shooting fire at me and I don't have fire. So some of the importance here about how to understand how you hurt Grineer and how they come back with more armor They might have cloning degradation, but they can keep decking out with equipment. And the equipment you have is limited, obviously, because where are we going to get it? We're hired to kill them. So obviously, we got to be able to kill them all in one hiring and then get out and get our payment to buy more equipment. So if you can't kill them where you're at, you got to find out how to kind of use your abilities to take them out. And some of the other areas, which not just this ship, but there's some Grenier bases, and obviously, as mentioned, we weren't contracted to kill the captain of this ship. So we're only here to kill a certain amount of them to weaken their forces. Arguably, the question begins to be, how do you keep making sure all of your information is good to go? Well, whoa. It's going to depend on things that are part of how the people who are part of Tenno make their decisions for what's able to be. I don't know where they went. Now, currently, there are things like Wiki, they're kind of like encyclopedias, but they're called Wiki. They're not really that good. They're kind of digital encyclopedias on websites for games. They're kind of inefficient because there's arguments by the people who use them. Arguably not just Tenno, but people who are part of different things, assassins and non-assassins, arguing about what should be done and how it should be. Arguably, Tenno don't really communicate much because they're assassins that are contracted by different people, and there's competition over who assassinates who. You're killing 78 people in a row is pretty strong. Ugh. Dangerous. This person is dangerous. Person with the anti-gravity problem. I don't know if they're the same type though, or if I killed them. They're done now. There's a sensor there for whether or not you're setting off an alarm or something, or the door to be locked. I think I have to go use one of those consoles that has a unlocker on it. So sometimes you see how they can set it off with their equipment, perhaps a long range communicator. Don't know what the Greener have really. But yeah, the game isn't in beta now. It's beyond that, in which I started beta and played with a Russian character who wasn't a Grenier, was a Russian Tenno, as confusing as that might seem with some of the Grenier accents when they talk. They're not all exactly the same, Russians and Grenier, so yeah. Talking numbers, a lot of stuff is governed by numbers, which you can see in the upper right. 55 energy and 250 health. Seems to have stealth attack. Rank up for weapon. See that? I don't control that, so what does that mean here? I don't know. I actually don't know how that means it. Maybe it's something about how this Tenno understands their abilities. Rank up. Do I feel like I ranked up personally? Not really. I personally don't feel like I ranked up from that. rank and level, though. Or leveled up, experienced up, bracket changed up, geared up, skilled up, rare candy Pokemon. It doesn't really feel like that. I don't know. I don't know. I can't say it honestly felt like that as a Tenno here. What governs how this item becomes seasoned, or how the Tenno is seasoned, or how the weapon is, how it accumulates power. It's not stated to be something about a life-draining item, like some Necromicon thing. It doesn't feel like I'm holding a Necromicon here. Or an Excalibur. But Excalibur doesn't steal the energy of other people it kills. But Necromicon, that book seems like it does something like that. So I don't know here. I'm not really sure. I'm at a bit of a... I don't know how that works. So the stuff like the wiki or encyclopedia, as I mentioned, yeah, they don't really explain that. Oh, look at that. Okay, this is an item. Random. They're random acquisitions. These things here. Pick or what is that? To pick up Ayatan Amber Star. Well, yeah, it says tab on it, so really it says pick up Ayatan Amber Star. So I'll pick this up here. It's an item. There's a person who's interested in them named Maru. What's this? This type of spear with a, looks like some UFO thing, or kind of a shield with a orb in it. Morphix stabilizers. That's let's break it. We got one. Oh, there's something inside it, like a wonder ball. Huh? As a container, and it disappeared. Different than how the people's bodies disappeared. What is this? Ah, this is a scannable thing. We can't check that now. Requires a scanner. Don't have all the equipment with me. I'm only here to do a job for killing anyways. I can't really take all the stuff with me. Currently, I don't have enough space for all of it, based on the stuff that's needed for it. Can't really deal with it. And there's somebody there. I'm gonna have to... Kind of an easier way for them to go here, huh? Ah! On the alert. It's like a robot. Huh. They seem to have activated these alarms again. I'm gonna have to get out of here. There's only one here. I gotta get out of this area. I'll let them go run around by themselves while I go to different areas with other enemies. Not get stuck. Ah. I just got an energy attack from a scanner item. Yeah, there's a force field on the door. Can't find where they are. Huh. Around the way. Now with the shield. Ah. Maybe when they use the shield it starts the anti-gravity issues. Depending. Not a person. Ah! You saw that. hear one walk. Huh. It's kind of an attack with a charge attack. Ah, I got health out of that. Nice. You might wonder how the health works. Oh no. Dangerous. Gotta hide here. I think one of them just killed one of their own. Yeah, I don't know if they shot a grenade at him. It was too hard to see that. Strange. Got a hologram summoned, or, well, used. I activated a hologram. There's someone attacking me. Whoa. Okay. I think there's two of me now. Killed 50 so far. Okay. Now, I also have a lot of equipment on, which you can't see, which I could show. The governance for that is numbers. So what the 10 will agree on seems to be numbers because it's also the parts they trade, in which there's issues when fighting Grenier. This is the first mission, so the amount of stuff that you have during the first mission is limited when you try yourself. I assume if you play this. The fight's getting bigger and the Grenier are building bigger weapons, such as the Morian. If you ever heard that. It's a giant spaceship with a giant blast. And it's gotten to the point where the weapons that we have like this aren't good enough. There have been some that have had things called archwings, and it kind of invalidates this item here. Because it's not good enough. And the question is whether or not some of these entities here, these Grenier, have the items that they could use, which Archwing is used for, if they could use it on their ships. You see how they are summoning fire in their ship, no problem. I don't have that. Rather dangerous. The Grenier get too difficult for some new Tenno to kill, and there's places that are on Earth that the people are not equipped to defend themselves. We've only got to take out, let's see, 72 out of 78. 5 more Grenier footmen. Not the captain and not the engineers. Then we have to get out of here. Which would be, yes.
The enemy is broken.
That's it. Let's get out of here. Stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll. Activate stealth. Time to get out of here. Ah. What is this? Well, this is escape pod area, so we'll be out of here. And this is what the end game screen looks like. You can see melee kill 76. 78. There's 2 that died, not by me. One by friendly fire and one by gravity plate problem. So there is that. Alright, well, that's pretty much what I have to talk about for topic of this for the topic of this game here. And here's the spaceship where you start on. And I don't know. I really don't know. I could show some of the mod stuff or whatever for weapon development. It gets strange. This is the equipment that I went to use on that mission. The first mission in game, arguably. The first mission in game to kill Grenier. And your average Tenno that starts usually doesn't have this. Usually doesn't have this stuff. So, yeah. As Loki. As Loki. And here's what the weapon had. This is how I did those special attacks. And this is what I had for item. To change stats on the weapon.
Operator, were you visualizing a bloody battle?
So,
Me too.
that was that's a message from another contact. Similar to the one that contacted us during the mission, who also hired us to do the job. And we got our payment after it finished as well. That screen I talked about is how we actually got our payment from the assassination contract, arguably, to kill Grenier. So we did get pay for that from our contact, which arguably was like so when I mentioned my first play of the game in beta when it was coming out. So, Tenno, governing numbers, decision, Lancer, Lance, yellow health. See stuff here: impact, puncture, slash, attack speed, damage block, critical chance, channeling damage, 1.5x. What all this means when put together? Well, again, this is stuff about mentioning how the encyclopedic information on the websites, which are referred to as wikis, are in disagreements currently, and I'm not entirely sure what to do.